Welcome! Bienvenidos a Spanish with Profe. In this channel, we will learn Spanish. En este canal, vamos a aprender español. I will be your professor. I am a native speaker of Spanish, and I hold a PhD in Spanish from the University of California. I have been teaching Spanish for over 20 years at the university level. Feel free to leave your comments below with any questions about learning Spanish and any video topics you would like me to cover. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Muchas gracias y thank you! In this video, we are going to talk about verbs like gustar. ¿Listos, chicos? Ready? Vamos a comenzar. Let's begin. In this video, we're going to talk about verbs like gustar. Verbs like gustar use the indirect object pronoun me, te, le, nos, les all throughout. And verbs like gustar will do the following. They're always going to be, for the sake of this video, they're always going to be in the third person singular or the third person plural. And if it's in the present, you're going to do, if it's an AR, you're going to do a or an, a for singular and an for plural. If it's an aron here, you're going to do e and n. E for singular and n for plural. If it's in el pretérito, which is a form of the past, if you don't remember that, check out my other videos when I talk about pretérito, okay? So if it's an AR, it's going to end up with an O with a tilde, or aron, A-R-O-N, or erenir, I-O, tilde over the O, and ieron, I-E-R-O-N. Muy bien. So verbs like gustar are different in Spanish. Keep that in mind. They're always going to be in the third person singular or the third person plural. Okay? And they're always going to have a me, te, le, nos, les, the indirect object pronoun, which we learned in another lesson. Please check it. Check my previous video here. Muy bien. So this is the rule. You're going to use singular for one singular noun. There is just one noun that you're modifying. Or a singular verb with one verb, when it's modifying one verb, or if it's modifying many verbs, always going to be singular. You're going to use plural, for multiple nouns and for plural nouns. Listos, chicos. Now vamos a ver. Veamos algunos ejemplos. So the following verbs are going to be like gustar. So one of them is gustar, which means to like, something that is pleasing to you. Aburrir, pay attention, aburrir is an IR ending. So that one is going to use the different ending, which is in the present, it's going to be e or n, but if it's el pretérito, it's going to be io or ieron. And then encantar, which is to like something a lot. Faltar, which is like to be lacking something. Fascinar, which is just like in English, fascinating. Importar, just like in English, to be important. Interesar, like in English, interesting. Molestar, this one is not like in English. Molestar in Spanish means to be bother. Does not have the same connotation as in English. You know what I mean. It does not mean to molest. No. Significa to be bother. Okay, muy bien. En quedar means the remainder, whatever is left. So let's begin with a few examples in here. Muy bien. Remember that with verbs like gustar, like the ones I mentioned in here, you are the recipient of the action and not the doer of the action. Whatever the noun that is there is the subject of the sentence. If the noun is singular, you're going to use a singular form of the verb. If there's multiple nouns, you're going to use the plural form of the verb. And if it's modifying, a verb or many verbs is always going to be singular. Okay? Muy bien. And they're always going to use the indirect object pronoun me, te, le, nos, les. Muy bien. ¿Listos? Vamos a ver algunos ejemplos. A mí me gusta correr y nadar. A mí me gusta correr y nadar. If you notice, correr. Do you know what correr means? Yes, correr means to run. And nadar, we learned that one in another lesson. That means to swim. So, me gusta correr y nadar. If you notice, it's singular, even though there's two verbs in there. I like running and swimming. Muy bien. I can say, a mí me gusta la pasta. Or I can just say, me gusta la pasta. Always, if you want to know what indirect object pronoun you need to use, always look for the person after the a, the personal a. Muy bien. So, me gusta la pasta. How many things do I like? One, la pasta. So, singular. How about now? Me gustan los peces. Me gustan los peces. And that means fish. Peces. Peces. I like fish. Peces. In Spanish, pez, one, many peces when they're alive. But when they're dead, they're called pescados. I don't like that. That's not. Es mejor when they're alive. Peces. Okay. Me gustan los peces. Muy bien. Yo tengo muchos peces. Muy bien. Now, let's move on to the ones using te. ¿Te gusta cantar? ¿Te gusta cantar? Sí, me gusta cantar. If you notice, the question is, ¿te gusta cantar? And you say, sí, me gusta cantar. Pay attention, the question is directly to you. Do you enjoy singing? And you say, yes, singing is pleasant to me. Oh, I enjoy singing. Muy bien. Me gusta cantar. ¿Te gustan las mariposas? ¿Te gustan las mariposas? Y that is a new word. Mariposas means butterflies. Sí, me gustan las mariposas. Or you can say, no, no me gustan las mariposas. ¿Te gustan el perro y el gato? ¿Te gustan el perro y el gato? Do you like the dog and the cat? ¿Te gustan? Why is it plural? Because there are two different things in here, a dog and a cat. Sí, me gustan el perro y el gato. Muy bien. So those were questions, so I'm showing you how to answer questions. Muy bien. So now let's do one with le. A él le gusta hacer ejercicio y dormir. A él le gusta hacer ejercicio y dormir. If you notice, he likes exercising and sleeping. Two different verbs, but gustar is always singular. If it modifies one verb or many verbs, always singular. It's only with nouns that it's going to be either singular or plural. Muy bien. Next. A ella le gustan las fresas. A ella le gustan las fresas. If you notice, it's plural because it's fresas, strawberries, es plural. Muy bien. A usted le gusta el café. A usted le gusta el café. Just one thing, okay? Now let's move on to nosotros. A nosotros nos gusta la clase. A nosotros nos gusta la clase. Or you can just say, nos gusta la clase. Remember, in order for you to put the me, te, le, nos, le, look for the a personal. So, a mí, a ti, a él, a ella, a usted, a nosotros, a ellos, a ellas, a ustedes. And that will replace me, te, le, nos, les. Muy bien. Let's move on. Nos gusta escribir y recibir cartas. Nos gusta escribir y recibir cartas. Muy bien. Cartas means letters. If you notice, nos gusta escribir y recibir. Even though we like writing and receiving letters, it's always going to be singular. Verbs like gustar are always going to be singular whenever they modify one or many verbs. No nos gustan las moscas. No nos gustan las moscas. Do you know what moscas mean? Do you know what moscas? Know what moscas are? Moscas. Moscas, flies. No nos gustan las moscas. If you notice, moscas is plural, therefore you say no nos gustan. Gustan. Remember, verbs like gustar are always going to be in the third person singular or the third person plural. Because the item is the subject of the sentence. You are the indirect receiver of the action. Okay, muy bien. Let's finish with these other ones. A ellos les molesta la polución. A ellos les molesta la polución. A ellas les molesta la polución. Y a ustedes les molesta la polución. Molestar means to bother. Muy bien. Let's do a few examples with the following verbs. Aburrir. Me aburre el invierno. Me aburre. Aburre with an I el invierno. Encantar. Me encantan las sandalias. Me encantan las sandalias. Faltar. Le falta sal a la comida. Le falta sal a la comida y nos faltan $5. Nos faltan $5. Muy bien. Fascinar. Nos fascina la comida francesa. Nos fascina la comida francesa. Comida means food. Importar. A ti te importan las clases. A ti te importan las clases. Interesar. A nosotros nos interesa el cine español. A nosotros nos interesa el cine español. Nos interesa. Singular because we're talking about el cine español. Spanish film. Molestar. Al perro le molesta el gato. Al perro le molesta el gato. Quedar. Me quedan $10. Me quedan $10. Y a ti te queda $1. Te queda $1. Recuerden, chicos, the verb gustar, aburrir, encantar, faltar, fascinar, importar, interesar, molestar y quedar are always going to be conjugated in the third person, singular, plural. You can do them in the present and the past. And they always carry that indirect object pronoun. Me, te, le, nos, les. Always look for that personal a, so you know which one you're going to change. So, a él, a ella, so on and so forth. Bueno, chicos, espero que les haya gustado esta mini lección sobre verbos como gustar. Recuerden to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. ¡Hasta pronto! ¡Smash the like button!